Hi, everybody. Teresa Lisum here with Nora Lee Seymour. We want to welcome you to the Non-Toxic Lifestyle, Simple Swaps for a Healthier Home and a Happier You. We think that's the title we gave it, but it might be a little bit different than one you might have heard. But it's all about creating a less toxic home, like having less toxic products in our home, and we'll be able to see why we want to do that. We can't eliminate all toxins, but we can do a pretty good job just with the products we invite into our home. So, welcome. Okay, Norley, I'm going to go ahead and switch to your screen and let's see if that can work. There we go. Oh, so here it's called Ditch the Toxins, Embrace the Healthy Home. See, basically the same. So let's go ahead and get this party started.
The overriding theme is that we want to get rid of toxins in our house.
Exactly.
And this is just a cute quote that I like my products like I like my people, non-toxic.
Yes, I love that. That's so fun.
We have worked on cleaning up our homes. We use filtered water. We eat organic, but we still can't outrun chemical toxicity.
Yeah.
So many of the products that we encounter, whether it be our foods, our environment around us, there's just so many chemicals that we're exposed to. Even babies being born are exposed to an astounding number of chemicals.
That is so scary.
And the problem with it is that these chemicals are affecting our bodies in many ways. They're irritating our guts, they're causing inflammation, and they're activating immune cells that are doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. And so we need to clean up these toxins out of our homes and out of our lives so that we don't suffer from the consequences of the toxins.
So it sounds to me like there could be things happening in our health conditions that are coming from toxins, but we might not be aware of it.
Very, very true. Mm-hmm. So many of the health conditions that people are suffering from, if they clean up their eating, clean up their environment, they might be able to clean up some of those conditions. I have read about people that had RA, arthritis, and they were able, by cleaning up their diet, to reduce down the amount of pain that they had, so that they didn't have as much inflammation in their joints. An unhealthy gut affects your skin, affects you can have eczema or things like that can cause problems, and that all comes from inside you. So those are things that we need to clean up.
It affects your mood, can affect your emotions,
your hormones.
Yeah. So yeah, look at all of these. All of these toxins come to us in so many ways.
Right. In your skincare products, in your cosmetics is one thing we don't think about often that are very toxic. The cleaners that we use in our house, just switching from plastic to glass, whether it's for your food storage or heating up your foods or drinking, is one way to reduce toxics, because we are being overloaded with microplastics. The plastic is breaking down and getting into our systems. Replacing your candles with essential oils. I'm running a candle diffuser. It makes it look like a candle, but it's actually diffusing essential oils. It's really neat. Your cookware, that's another place we're getting a lot of toxins. And then in our foods that we're eating.
Yeah.
And this one, I just want to show you some ways that we can clean up our kitchen. Changing out the cooking oil that you're using to one that's non-toxic, whether it be avocado or coconut or olive oil, or even going back to butter. Again, your kitchen utensils, cast iron or stainless steel are your best, or ceramic are all good choices for your cookware. Getting rid of the toxic cleaning products. Cooking with whole foods. Again, going back to the whole foods are your best foods. read the ingredients. If you can't understand what an ingredient on your product is, then that means it's probably not one that you want to purchase. And you do need salt, but you need salt in the form of sea salt or Himalayan salt, not
Good salt.
iodized table salt.
Right, right. I do want to mention, what was it? Oh, some people go so far as to not even using microwaves. I know
Well, that's
several
on one of
people.
my slides, is that microwaves are, they say ditch the microwave and replace it with just heating up in your air fryer or in your toaster oven or in your oven.
Yeah, that
You
is
go
so
back
tough,
to
though.
go back to stovetop and cook your foods on your stovetop.
Yeah, that's a tough one. We do
That's a
have to
tough
pick,
one.
we do have to pick and choose what we want to, incorporate into our life. So you pick and choose your battles. If you can get a lot of these implemented, fabulous. If you still want to use non-organic or fruits and vegetables and still use your microwave, that's fine. But at least you've eliminated a big chunk of it. And, that's anything is better than nothing.
Right. Okay, these are just 10 quick steps to start living the toxic-free lifestyle. Stop buying plastic water bottles. I can't emphasize that enough. We do not need to be using plastic water bottles. Use a stainless steel water bottle and fill it up at home with your filtered water from your refrigerator or your filtered water pitcher. Stop buying candles and air fresheners and use diffusers. This is the one that most people don't know about, but turn off your Wi-Fi and leave your cell phone in another room at night, because they emit EMFs and that can cause disruption in your sleep and give you problems with your sleep patterns. Dust and vacuum weekly. That's just to get the toxins that do get into your home, try to get them up and out. I'll have one caveat on this next one. Remove your shoes when entering the home. Remove your outdoor shoes, but it's been proven that you still need to wear shoes 80% of the time so your feet don't break down. So have an indoor pair of shoes that you put on when you come in so that you're protecting your feet and your joints. Open your windows when possible and get some fresh air in. Here's your eliminate your microwave usage. This is the one that I never really thought about, but this is one that's becoming more prevalent. Don't take the receipt paper when it's given to you unless you have gloves on, because there are toxins in that receipt paper. Keep down the clutter so that you don't have dust and so forth around your house, and have house plants because they do absorb some of the toxins out of the air.
Yeah, some of those are tough, man.
They are tough.
Like the microwave, the receipts, the cell phones. Yeah, those are tough. I have heard you can put your cell phone in airplane mode at night if you have, if you need it there. Like I like to use mine when I'm traveling to see the time.
Yes.
But yeah, that's a tough one. That is a real tough one. But again, you got to pick and choose what you want to incorporate into your
I bought
life.
a case for my cell phone that blocks the EMF so that I can have it beside my bed at night.
Oh, that's a good idea.
There are special cases that you can get.
I'll be darned. But you can still hear the phone and everything if it goes off.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I just want to throw up this website, and there's an app that you can download for your phone. It's Environmental Working Group. They test different products, household products, your makeup and your deodorants and so forth, and they rate them. If it gets a rating of 1 to 3, that's a good product to get. If it's above that, then you're starting to getting into very toxic products. And you'd be amazed at some of the products that you scan at the grocery store or at the big box store, that what the rating is on them. You can scan your shampoos, you can scan your deodorants, you can scan any of those products.
Yeah. And I just downloaded that, and it's actually called WG Healthy Living is the name of the app. And it's green, like it's got a green set of colors for it, just so you know if you're looking for it.
Okay. Now we're going to get into how we can make our home a low tox or as low as toxins as we can with doTERRA products. So we're going to live a natural, non-toxic lifestyle using doTERRA. Fragrances are everywhere. How often have you walked into a certain aisle in the grocery store or in the big box store, and the fragrances are overwhelming, and it's in your daily products that you would use. So we have to be careful of the product, the fragrances in products, and try not to bring those into the home. In my case, I have to watch very closely because they irritate my lungs. So I have to be careful of the products that come in. So toxins do make a big difference.
And I just want to mention, like, we are marketed very heavily with these products through advertisements and commercials and everything. So we have to like disconnect from that marketing and understand, oh, they're marketing to us. Yes, these products are available to purchase, but they're really not good for us. So we have to like break that and create some new habits and some new things to purchase and have into our home. So it might take a little bit of a mind shift, and it may take some time to get rid of some of your products and bring in the new ones. So you can do it all at the same time, or you could do it little by little as certain products get used up, then replace them with something else. And we'll talk more about that, I'm sure.
And I don't recommend trying to go through your house and replacing everything in one fell swoop, because it will be very, very expensive.
It will be.
And we have to be wise consumers too. Okay, one of the big areas that you find a lot of toxic chemicals in is the candles. So many people like to come home and light a candle just for the ambiance when they come in the evenings and as they're cooking dinner. But look at the different chemicals that are in that candle and how they affect you. The formaldehyde is a known carcinogen. The fragrances can affect your reproductive system. Who would want to be burning something when they know that it's going to cause that many problems for them? So what can we do? We can ditch the candles and we can replace them with diffusers. And diffusers are a lot cheaper to operate. You can tailor the scent so you don't have to burn the same scent every day. You can change the scent a couple times a day if you want to. You can use things that purifying the air, and then you might want something that wakes you up in the morning, and you might want one that calms you down in the evening. So you can tailor those as you go through the day.
I love that. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but look at the cost difference between those two. It's only costing you $1.60, maybe a little different now than for a day, as opposed to $15 for a day.
Well, some candles can be up towards $25 a candle.
Yeah, that is huge.
And then the ones that are a whole lot less expensive are going to be the ones that are going to have even more toxins.
Right. They're the most toxic ones.
I was sent a study by somebody that was a news or article that was sent to me that was telling me how bad it is to use diffusers, and that you shouldn't have them in your bedroom, and they put off with these white stuff at night, and so you need to be careful about it. And I started laughing when I got to the end of it. It said, replace the diffusers with candles. So who do you think that was sponsored by?
Right.
It was a dead giveaway.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And your nose will start to discern, like you said, when we go by a certain aisle. I can't even go down certain aisles now in a grocery store or whatever store, because my nose has become really used to the natural sense of essential oils. So anything beyond that is offensive to me. And it's, yeah. Whereas in the past, it didn't bother me in the least because I was so used to breathing those in. And now that I've kind of broken from that, from those types of products, my nose has made the adjustment.
And be careful of the products that say they are using essential oils in them. Make sure that you're reading completely what the product has in it, because essential oils can be manipulated. They can make them with artificial ingredients. They can make them with chemicals and give you that smell. And so they're not pure essential oils. So just be careful of products that are, so many of your big manufacturers of these air fresheners and type products are touting that they're using essential oils in them now, because the essential oil have become such a big thing with people wanting more natural products. So just be careful of that. Just a word to the wise.
Yeah, good point. Thank you. Lavender is very synthetic. Very synthetic. Thank you. So it may say lavender. You may think you're getting pure essential oil. No, you're not. Because essential oils are a little pricey because of their purity and their concentration of the good stuff. So if you're getting $1.99 something with lavender in it and peppermint, it's going to be synthetic for sure. We can guarantee that.
Okay, another place that you find your toxic chemicals is in your plug-in air fresheners, your spray air fresheners. Just look at the listing of some of the chemicals in them. It's scary to look at.
Yes, very scary. Very scary.
And when you look at a spray air freshener that causes birth defects and is hormone disrupting, and you're like, why would I even want to spray that in my house?
Right.
And the ones that are so toxic to your lungs, and not even with just people that have lung problems, it's also toxic to anybody. So just be careful of those.
Yeah, thank you.
doTERRA has some plug-in air fresheners that will spray out like these do, so that you can get the same type, but you're getting clean products.
Yeah, I remember a friend of mine went to stay with some friends for a weekend. This was years ago. And they had plug-ins everywhere. And my friend said they were trying to poison me. I felt like I was being poisoned. Like she could not stand being in that house. You know, she could take out the one in the bedroom, but they were everywhere else. And she said she would not ever go back to that house because of those smells.
Well, it's terrible where I used to work that somebody had one plugged in, and I was half a building away from them, and I could still smell it.
Yeah.
And so think of what that's doing to, and especially if you were right in the room with it.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh yeah. Plugins are something that I do not like anymore. I don't even like watching the commercials for them because I know how toxic they are. And I feel bad that they're promoting those toxins being spewed into our home 24/7. And it's a good thing because, all these nice odors are, anyway, I don't want to get on my soapbox there, but.
And they're touting that they have computer boards in them, and they'll give you the measured amount every time for the set amount of days. And I'm like, think about the cost of that. So what is actually being delivered in the product if they're paying for those computer boards and all of that?
Oh, good point. Whew.
So one way you can replace all of those toxins is with the Aroma Essentials kit. There has been a little bit of a price difference. It's $165 now. But you get 10 oils and a diffuser so that you can start tailoring your own scents for your house and what you need for that day. So there's some mood supports, there's stimulating ones, grounding, clear your airways, mood, happiness. So just about anything that you'd want, you have an oil that would help you with that. So that's a great way to replace those.
Good starting kit for sure.
Right. Then those fragrances that you spray on every day, the perfumes that we put on, look at the different toxins in those. It is just unbelievable when you look at this. Cancer causing, respiratory toxins, aquatic toxins, hormone disruptors, reproductive toxins, and on and on and on, because they don't have to disclose everything that's in it.
Good point.
What are you spraying on yourself every day? So what can you do to replace those? Well, let's ditch and switch. Let's get rid of those perfumes and use some non-toxic solutions. We've got things like Whisper, which is one of my favorites, and Rose, Neroli, Magnolia, that's another nice one, Jasmine, all of these flowers, and Balance, Adaptive, Hope. If you buy the Hope roll-on, then you're supporting the Healing Hands ministry or mission of helping others around the world where we source the oils from. So that would be another good one to purchase.
Yeah, and these in this tall roller version, they're already pre-diluted. They got a nice little roller ball on the end, so you can just roll them onto your pulse points right where you would put the toxic fragrances. And they're, so much safer. They're actually going to have physical benefits for you, and they're actually going to have emotional benefits for you as well, as opposed to the toxic fragrances.
The toxic ones are going to disrupt everything, and the natural ones are going to help you calm down and whatever.
Thank you. They're more life-giving as opposed to life-snatching. Yeah.
And then another place we don't think about all the toxins is in our face care and our skin care regimens. A lot of the things that we use that you buy at the drugstore or at the big box store have so many toxins in them, and you're rubbing those on your face and you're putting them close to areas that they can do physical harm to you. So we're going to suggest you ditch those toxins and replace them with one of the lines of natural face care products that doTERRA offers. They have 3 different lines: the Mirage, the HD Clear, and the Essentials line. So you can take your choice depending on where you are, what stage of life you're in.
Yeah, clean, safe oil, essential oil infused products.
And then when we get into our showers, we don't think of the toxins there, whether it be using a bar of soap or a body wash. We need to be in our shampoo and our cream rinse, whatever. We need to be aware of those products and the toxins that they have in them. So this is another switch that we can make, is just use natural soaps, body washes, body butters, hand lotions. We have different kinds of hand lotions that you can get, and those will not have the toxins in them that you would find in the normal big box ones.
Yeah, I'm looking up how many toxins a typical woman puts on a daily basis. And these are old numbers, but they're 200, 300, 400, 600 different chemicals in a day that a woman puts on into her skin with the chemical, like you just said, the facial products, the makeup, the lotions, the fragrances. I mean, I've heard, the numbers are humongous.
It is very huge.
Yeah, it's so scary that we are, again, marketed in a way that is not healthy for us with those products.
And so many of them are hormone disruptors, and that's
Mm-hmm.
causing so many health problems with women. And it's just some switching out some products that would start going a long way to them having a healthier lifestyle.
Right, right.
And another one is our deodorants. There was a big thing a few years ago about deodorants being linked to breast cancer from the toxins that were in the deodorants. And a lot of people at that point in time switched their deodorants. But if you haven't, I would suggest that you go on the EWG app and check your deodorant to make sure that it's a clean deodorant. There are so many more clean deodorants out there now, so there's no reason to be using one that's filled with toxins. They're easier to find. doTERRA has them. We have the natural sensitive deodorant. So there's no reason to be using one that's filled with toxins.
And aluminum is a big ingredient they say don't have in your antiperspirant or deodorant.
Baking soda and aluminum are the two things. Then your phthalate and your paraben are the other ones. So those are the ones you have to watch out for. So just make sure you're using a clean deodorant. And it will take you a little bit of time to adjust to a clean deodorant because they do not work exactly the same way, but they do protect you.
And each body is different, so every person's going to react a different way to a particular deodorant in terms of whether it's working for you or not. So it may take some experimenting.
Right. You may have to try a few of them before you find one. I did. I had to try a few before I found the one that works for me. And I'll tell you, one that works really good a lot of the time is vinegar and water. Just spray vinegar and water on.
Wow.
After you have detoxed and got a lot of that stuff out of your system. It's a good one to use, and it's very inexpensive.
It certainly would be.
Some other areas that we don't think about in our bathroom that we need to detox is our toothpaste. There's a big thing about fluoride causing problems now. It's becoming very prevalent that you hear more and more information about it, that you need to find fluoride-free toothpaste. That's one of the reasons they suggest that you filter your water, is to get the fluoride out of it. So doTERRA does offer toothpaste, On Guard toothpaste, and also a super mint toothpaste. Both of them are very, very good.
Yep, they are.
And then we also have a natural mouthwash, On Guard mouthwash. That's very good too. I have used it. So I love both of those products.
Yeah. There's the mouthwash is on its way to my house now. My husband loves that stuff.
One of the bad things that came out of COVID was the amount of sanitizers that were very quickly brought to market, and the amount of chemicals that weren't really known in them. And we have found more and more of chemicals that they've had to pull sanitizers off the market because they are not good for us. So just be careful of the ingredients in your hand sanitizer. You want to make sure that you have a clean hand sanitizer, one that doesn't have the hormone disruptors. So we have something we can give you for that too. So ditch the hand sanitizer and use the On Guard spray. We have this in the car after we get done at the gym. We come out, the first thing we do is we spray our hands and rub it in to get rid of all the germs off of that we might have picked up at the gym. I have one in my purse. I carry it with me everywhere. So that's one that goes with us everywhere. doTERRA does also sell a hand sanitizer in the gel form if you would prefer that. I personally love the spray. I think it's so convenient, and I just love that.
And it's so quick to dry, man. It's just like rub, boom, you're done.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you
And it
get
has
done,
been, the On Guard has been proven to kill 99.9% of the germs, I believe.
so it's good for you too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we've moved out of the bathroom. We're going to the laundry room and the chemicals that we find in the laundry room. If anybody is using dryer sheets, can I just make this public service announcement? Quit using them.
Yes, yes, amen.
Because not only are they very unhealthy, but they can cause fires in your dryer. You do not need them. They build up in your hoses, your exhaust hoses out of your dryers. So please do not use dryer sheets. There are many ways that you can naturally get around using get the fabric softener so that you don't have to use dryer sheets. As you see, the different things that the chemicals in our laundry room are causing, the toxic fertilizers, when the water goes out and it's getting in the soil and carrying all those toxics out, the VOCs that are being emitted, the bleach poisonings. There's no reason that we can't clean up our laundry room. So how do we do it? Well, instead of using dryer sheets, use dryer balls. There's no chemicals involved. They're reusable. They don't irritate your skin. They help with static electricity. They improve the efficiency of the dryer. If you time your dryer on how long it takes to dry a load of laundry when you're using dryer balls, you'll be amazed at how much shorter the dryer cycle is.
Yeah.
And you can add your essential oils to your dryer balls so that you get the fragrance that you're used to.
Yeah, I love dryer balls. We've been using those for a long time. And they're easy to get now. In the past, they weren't as easily available. Now they are.
Yeah, you can just go into the big box store and find them.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a little recipe to make your fabric softener if you need it. Lavender essential oil with distilled vinegar. Put it in a bottle, shake it up, pour half a cup in your softener cycle, and there you go. You've got a softener. Put distilled vinegar in when you start your wash. Distilled vinegar does help with static cling in your clothing. doTERRA does offer 2 different types of laundry detergent. If you are still one that wants to have the liquid detergent, we have the On Guard laundry detergent. And if you like the pods, you can get the toxic free laundry pods. They're the Abode line. I've used both. I will say that I'm kind of moving away from the pods and moving back to the liquid. I feel like sometimes the pods leave a little bit of white residue at the end of your cycle. It doesn't always rinse out on some clothes. Some clothes it works fine. So I like the liquid now.
And I do want to say that's a concentrate. You just need a little bit. Like I think, again, we're marketed to like you need a half a cap or you need a cap. You don't. You just need a little glunk, like maybe a teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon at the max. You don't need a lot.
No, you don't. And it works really good.
Yeah.
And now we're moving to the whole house where we need a cleaner. We have the On Guard cleaner concentrate where you can clean all of your surfaces, your kitchen, your bathroom, any room, your floors. It's a good cleaner to use all throughout your house.
Again, it's a concentrate. You
use
just need a
very
little bit.
little.
And the good thing, especially if you have pets and kids, and or if you have a toxic floor cleaner that you're even the counter cleaner and you've got that stuff sitting on your floors and on your counters, they're picking that up through their feet, through their hands, and absorbing it into their skin. Whereas the On Guard is clean, safe, non-toxic. It's going to help those those little ones that are right on those types of surfaces.
It's very non-toxic if you're using it to wash your veggies. So you can put a few drops in your water and wash your vegetables. Or you can use a little bit and put a little bit of vinegar and baking soda in there to wash. Try to get all those chemicals off of your veggies that you can, so that you're not ingesting them.
Right.
Use it for a stain removal stick. Put it in the roller bottle and then roll it on where you've got those other brands that use the pens. You could make your own with the putting some of the cleaner into your roller bottle. And you can use it to clean your makeup brushes. So there's a lot of different ways you can use it. And then just On Guard is just good all around. It's good to take all year around, whether you put it on topically, whether you take it in a little glass of water every day, just the benefits that it has. You can see all the benefits that it has to be using it every day.
Yeah, I don't like to go without On Guard. I panic if if I run out of a bottle of On Guard. I need to have it in my house at all times. So, because I use it so much.
It's my everyday oil that I put on every day. So here's a little non-toxic way you can use a recipe that you can use for window cleaners and glass cleaners, your mirrors and whatnot. 10 drops of lemon essential oil, 1.5 cups of distilled white vinegar, half a cup of distilled water. Put it in a 16-ounce spray bottle, shake it up real good, and go to work cleaning.
And it's going to smell real good. It's not going to smell chemical-y, and it won't smell bad. It will smell really good.
And here's one to clean your refrigerator or your microwave. 1 cup of white vinegar, 2 cups of hot water, and 15 drops of lemon essential oil. As you can tell, lemon essential oil is very good as a cleaner. It does have cleaning properties in it. And there's also another line that doTERRA has, the Abode line, and they have a multi-purpose cleaner in that. You take one of these little bottles, they come in glass bottles, so they're environmentally good. And you put it in a 16-ounce bottle and then fill it up with your water and use that for cleaning. I like to use that to wipe down my shower with. It's really good for cleaning purposes. Spray down your countertops just like you would with your lemon essential oils. But the Abode works well for that too.
And it's been researched and combined, doTERRA combined certain essential oils so that it would act on certain household bacteria. So it's been intentionally combined to create this blend, and then of course all these different products in the line. And you said it was a glass bottle, but this is actually a stainless steel bottle. So they
started out with a glass bottle. Now
and they switched
to a stainless.
So
some of them, the little tiny ones come in glass bottles.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
But the detergent or the dishwashing detergent comes in a stainless steel.
Yeah, these brown bottles are something you could buy that are just empty, and then you use the white containers and put them into the brown containers. So doTERRA is trying to be very environmentally conscious and not have a lot of packaging that cannot be recycled. So these are intentionally packaged very minimally so that you can recycle them. They want you to use glass bottles and use the concentrate. So that has come out over the last several years where they're really being intentional with their packaging, whether they're glass or aluminum or they don't want to be transporting huge old things of water all around the world. So they've really cut back on the amount of water that these products have. We can
And
have we can use our own water, you know.
I do appreciate that because that cuts down on the weight of the package, so that
Yeah,
you're not
that
using as
too.
much fuel to deliver it, and they
Yep.
can use smaller containers to ship it to you.
Yes.
And another way we can have a non-toxic home is this one is where you're going outside your home, but when you go out and you put your bug spray on, we're getting the warmer weather now, and the bugs are going to be coming out, and we're going to need to be conscious of protecting ourselves from the bugs. So we can ditch those ones that you get that have so many chemicals in it and use Terra Shield, which has been rated to use as an insect repellent. It is very good for protecting you against the creatures that you get when you go outdoors.
Yeah, and you don't need as much. And it's great for kids again because it's non-toxic. So I usually just spray it like on the inside of my elbows, maybe the back of my neck, like behind my knees, my ankles, and then I just rub it in. So you don't need to like spray, spray, spray an appendage and then spray, spray, spray. You don't need to do it with this particular Terra Shield. And it is a blend of essential oils. So, and it, again, I just love that you can use it with kids and around pets.
And around pets.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that when we go outside in the spring and the summer, is sunscreen. And sunscreens have quite a bit of chemicals in them.
Yes.
Just way too many chemicals to be putting on a child, to be putting on yourself for that matter. So we need to look for clean sunscreen, to make sure that we're not overloading our children and ourselves with more chemicals than we need. So we can switch to the sun care, this sunscreen line. They've got the face and body stick. We've got the face and body spray, or we've got the lotion. We also have the moisturizer that has sunscreen in it. And then you have the after sun spray if you get burnt. And now they have lip balm to protect your lips when you go out in the sun.
Oh my gosh. This is one product line that I absolutely adore. I was not a big sunscreen user, even though I'm out in the sun, been out in the sun my whole life, but I never wanted to use sunscreen because I didn't like it. And somebody's at my door, so I got to go. But I use this all the time now. So I'm going to stop and let you take over. I'll be right back.
Okay. So one thing you want to do is make sure that you have sunscreen on every day when you're going out. And you want to make sure it's clean so that you don't get an additional toxins in your system. The moisturizer is great. It's got the SPF in it, but you're getting the dual benefit of being a moisturizer and a sunscreen so that you're protecting your face against the harmful rays when you go out during the day. The face and body lotion, the stick, sometimes I'll put that if I'm going to be out in the intense sun, I'll put that on top of the moisturizer so that I get the dual benefits of the sunscreen and make sure that my skin is protected. And that is all we have for you today. I just want to thank you for coming and listening to how to get a toxic-free home. And if you have any questions, just reach out to Teresa or myself, and we'd be more than happy to answer your questions and give you any additional information you might need. Or if you have not ordered any essential oils yet and need to get some, we'd be happy to tell you how you can have your own account and save some money purchasing essential oils.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the doorbell going off, but somebody got our mail in with her mail. She was just delivering it, which was so sweet. But yes, I really love the sunscreen. I know I was interrupted on that, but in the summer, I use it all the time now, whereas for the bulk of my life, I never used it because I knew it was toxic and I didn't want to use it. But yeah, and I didn't know about toxin-free living. I didn't understand all the toxins that we use on a regular basis because you just purchase what the marketing is telling us to buy, or you just do what your parents did or your family did or what you did as a kid. It's just these habits that we need to start thinking about and reassessing and maybe doing some exploring and do I really need that? Can I switch that out? And as far as I'm concerned, we're voting with our dollars. I love the fact that I'm voting for clean, natural, safe products when I purchase from doTERRA. And I'm not spending it on toxic products that are, again, not good for my health. I'm spending it on products that are healthy and good for me. So it's just something we all have to decide for ourselves. But if you didn't know before, hopefully you know now. You have an awareness now, and you can make some different choices. Don't beat yourself up because you didn't know before. But now that you do, then it's a good opportunity to start switching things out. And as you said, Norley, I believe I walked in on, ask us questions. We can help you figure things out. You don't have to do it alone. We're all in this together, and we love helping people.
And there's just coming so much more information coming out. So it's not like it's a foreign topic. It's very prevalent now that there more and more research is being done. And more information is coming out that essential oils are very helpful for you. And so, again, don't be afraid to reach out so that we can help you make sure that you're getting the best thing for you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Norley. I so appreciate you sharing the bulk of this information. We do have another one next week. So I believe the rest of the Mondays in March, we have something scheduled. So be watching for that. I don't know the topics right off the top of my head, but we just want you to do some learning, switch out some of your products. We want you to be safe and healthy and happy. That's our goal for everybody. Okay, my friends. Thank you so much. Thank you, Norley.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.